Welcome to Untitled Tarot. Hello and welcome in. I'm glad you are here. Let's do a love read. So I'm going to do pile 1 with the reddish orange heart and pile 2, the yellow heart. Pile 2, the yellow heart. Pile 1, reddish orange heart. Here's our love read coming at ya. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you to all who have contributed and supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Let's remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does, leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself, leave the rest. Pile 1. Yeah, love read. Something's coming at you quick. It's going to be the key to something. Pile 1, love read. It's going to be very balanced for you. Comes in fast. There's something about you'll have special words, maybe a special language or nicknames or something you guys use. 7 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords. Okay. So we've got swords in the mix here. Communication. Yeah. Communication, truth. Yeah, you're big on truth. They're big on truth. Okay. Doing the right thing. Truth, big in this pile. Very intellectual stimulation going on here at first. I think that's the main attraction. Then I think one of you decides, this is my person. You've dated a lot, or you've had a lot of worldly experiences, and this person, I don't think you realize right away this is your person, but you just enjoy them so much that it kind of, that's what quickly hits you, I think, is, hey, this person is my person. Okay. 8 of Cups is here, the Strength, the Justice, the 3 of Cups. Yeah, there should be celebrations here with you for sure. I see that it's, that balance again. Someone very balanced, good for you, a good match for you, someone who's also very strong. Or they're strong and you help to kind of smooth their edges maybe. Or the reverse, switch the roles. What's the 8 of Cups here? Yeah, good fortune. Good fortune on your side. Yeah, celebrations. You've got a couple of cards out here about celebration and being picked and being the one. And I do feel like it is romantic. Someone who balances you out. Someone who's very big on the truth and being a very intellectual leader. Someone who will be very protective of you. Yeah, because your past has involved the Magician in the reverse. Yeah. 6 of Cups, your past has involved somebody who hasn't, or people who haven't been in your corner, haven't had your best interest at heart. And not only that, they've gone out of their way to not promote you, not let you be seen. There's something where there's some energy around you from multiple people who have not wanted you to transform, change, get your credit, something from the past. You've grown up with this. Yeah, looking back on that. It's like you're calm looking back on it, but there's a melancholy sadness to it too, because you recognize it, you saw it. Maybe as a child you didn't understand what it was, but now as an adult you see it for what it was. People getting in front of you when you were the one that worked hard or you made something happen, they would take the credit. Or I see like somebody on stage and then you have a group that gets in front of you when you're just about ready to take a bow, and deservedly so. Something like that. Probably a metaphor in that image. But not only that, but specifically getting in your way. Hangman, yeah, I feel like you've given this a lot of thought. You've thought about all the angles. Who's done that? I feel like for some of you, that's even family. And it's, key roles that should have been supportive. Their main job was to be supportive, and you didn't have that. That's why truth is so important to you. Because maybe they were a different way when people were around, but behind closed doors, you dealt with maybe somebody cold and detached. Then, I don't know, this is just an example. Company comes around and they're totally different. They're very personable and people think differently of them. I feel like this is honest to goodness, authentic, a good match for you that comes in. But they too are they find truth is very important. Being authentic is very important. And they're incredibly bright. 8 of Swords. They set you free from just this feeling of, I never get seen. I mean, I should be seen. And I recognize that as an adult. But there's some sort of pattern there that you're also aware of or used to, or something about not being seen when you should be. Putting a Band-Aid on it, putting on a smile on your face and soldiering on, something like that. Ace of Cups. This is a new love. Yeah, new love. Okay, I want to dive more into the new love. So I mentioned this person is very intellectual. I think that you two just haven't seen yet that you're the match. I feel like you have interacted, but and have had good fun, but you haven't seen each other quite yet as the match or the key. Yeah, the key is the intellect. You have a lot of fun intellectually with this person. Transformation. This person is going to transform your life, and I feel like vice versa. From a period of feeling like that, not like we've talked about, just not seen and not given your flowers, your just due, to being treated like royalty. It's just going to be like a 180 for you here. Tell us about this new person coming in. The Emperor in the reverse. That's somebody who exploits their power. Here's what's flipping for you. 2 of Cups, soulmate energy, victory. But I do see heartache in the picture here. I think that's from your childhood. And then maybe you dated people that were similar to what you grew up with as a child, because, sometimes we're in habits and we don't realize it. But I feel like with the Hangman out here, you've done a lot of thinking about your whys and how you've been in similar settings to mirror that of when you were a child. And you're not doing that anymore. What comes towards you is an opportunity to leap with this person. Yeah. Ground yourself. You're no longer doing competitive. You're no longer doing these emperors in the reverse. People who exploit their power, people who exploit others, who are false. This would be the type that, like I was saying, is cold and detached behind the scenes. And then when company arrives, that example, they're totally different. They're very gracious and, the perfect host, but it's all just an act. It's phony. I feel like that is your past, and that is maybe just subconsciously people you dated, but then when you consciously gave that some thought, you could see the patterns. You're no longer doing that. And I don't see that at all in this new person coming in. Queen of Wands. They're going to think you're... And good luck, again, I mentioned, is on your side. We did see good luck. That's another confirmation of that. But I do feel like there will be an attraction here that this person is just kind of waking up to now, because they think you're just so amazing intellectually. But now they're kind of awakening to whoa, this could be my ultimate happiness. This could be my person. Or this could be you, or both. Yeah, there's a lot of happiness here that you've held yourself back from. In the area of dating, not necessarily with this person. I think you have a good time with this person. What holds you back is the emotions of the past and trying to work through them and not being able to speak them out. You have to be careful about not speaking out for so many years, because it'll come out in different ways. Like one day you'll just blow and it'll be, years worth of I can't take this anymore, as an example, or it'll come out in another way, that's totally unrelated. Your anger has just built up in such a way that you haven't been able to speak it out. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, brand new beginning. Could be marriage, I see it. Page of Cups, an opportunity to just Enjoy someone admiring you, seeing you fully, the emotion of that, the happiness of that. That's big. That's big time. Who is this person? Can we get more details on this person? Five of Pentacles. This person has, you've either seen them come from a deficit financially, or an illness, or some sort of injury, or they've had it rough in their childhood. And I feel like if that's the case, you're not speaking up about your childhood, but you are finding a lot of similarities there. You just haven't wanted to talk about those similarities. But maybe they've shared a little bit and you've thought, oh, I think we kind of grew up similarly. When is this person coming in? The Chariot. Chariot in the reverse. When is this person coming in? This is hang on one moment, please. One moment, please. Thank you for your patience through that pause. Okay, we were asking, when is this person coming in? We're looking at the Chariot in the reverse. Something about this is going in the wrong direction currently. Maybe you pulled back. Seven of Wands. Something about this is scary to you. You've pulled back a little bit. Like, are you creating fights for no reason? Being a little bit defensive. It's a little bit scary. Or that might be to come. So kind of, be on the alert. This is a heads up. If you're feeling like, you've done that before, you could do that here. Just ease into this. Ease into this. Yeah, you're not used to being admired, so... Okay. Recognize that that statement alone is very unhealthy. Get used to being recognized where you deserve to be recognized. Get used to being treated properly. Take some time with that. Who is this person? When do they come in? Do we have more information on that? They're going to be like so soothing and pacifying. Yeah, it's maybe like you don't want to open it up to them, but don't worry. I feel like this person is going to be very helpful in that regard, very healthy. Knight of Pentacles, you can rely on them. Yeah, this is solid. 10 of Pentacles, you can really rely on this person. Do not fret, do not start arguments with them because you're a little bit worried. Just go slower. I think they'll have a good sense of loyalty. You'll feel it towards you. From them. Yeah, a good sense of family. Maybe not in their past, though, but who they surround themselves with now that they consider family. Or for some of you, if you want this to move quicker and they're slowing it up, I feel like the message is enjoy the slower pace. Yeah, strength. Recognize their strength. There is strength here, a lot of strength we see. I see it in a couple of different cards. You've got the strength twice. Enjoy their strength here. And maybe, just get comfortable with the pace they want to set, and that's okay. It'll be different territory for you, but I feel like it'll be good. 9 of Cups, this is something you've wanted to bring in. The 8 of Pentacles, you've given it a lot of thought. Specifically customized what you want to bring in the area of a new love. And you've gotten the Ace of Cups twice. More on this person. This is not being alone, independent anymore. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is also, again, I see the balance for you, the balance working out. Big wish here, this person. It's starting to occur to you who this is and how they could be very much what you've wished for. Any more messages here for our pile 1? To start slow, that's okay. Be okay with that. Because you're maybe used to, with the Devil in the reverse here, like toxic, fast relationships. They end as quickly as they start. So let this move at a slower pace if it needs to. It'll be good for you. Liberate yourself from the toxicity of past patterns. And let's grab a charm. And we've got the butterfly transformation. And we do see that. And we've got the one moment, please. We do see that with the butterfly and in the cards, the transformation. They're transforming your life. You're transforming theirs. Transformation, big for you guys. For you all. Okay, and the flower here. Growth, beauty. Beauty in the growth here. That is you too. And something about the past that is going to be remedied here. That is your message, pile 1. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow. Now let's move into our pile 2. That's our yellow heart for those of you. And we're at 1602. I'll note that so people can jump right into the yellow heart. Pile 2, welcome in. Let's do your love read. What do you need to know right now in regards to love? Let's hear it. Oh, right up. This is so interesting. This is how pile 1 started. The red heart started with the 8 of Wands. Something moving quickly towards you. Actually, I think I saw the 8 of Wands within the deck, maybe. But I know I said that. Something's moving fast towards you. I might have seen that in the shuffle. Tower. It is a good tower. Change isn't always a bad thing. I feel like this is play. You're going to play more. There's abundance here. And this strikes you as just such a, wow, I'm hearing exotic, but new and foreign time to embrace. Very transformative. A good tower. Someone that's just going to really take you by surprise, maybe. 6 of Pentacles. Someone who's going to overgive. What's the 6 of Pentacles here? They're going to try really hard right at first, maybe something like that. Okay. I read this now. 2 of Wands. There's 2 people out here that are going to come after you. Pretty hot and heavy, pretty determined. This happens quickly. Queen of Wands. I feel like both of them are very attracted to you. I feel at this time, I'm getting a vibe that one of them is, maybe a foreigner, because we do see that. I'm also seeing like California vibes though too. Like one of them is maybe a foreigner and one of them is like a beach goer, kind of laid back kind of vibes. Likes the beach, maybe a surfer. 7 of Swords here. What's the 7 of Swords? 10 of Cups. 7 of Swords, 10 of Cups. I think they're going to both feel like good choices initially. And I feel like maybe they are even good choices initially. And then as you start to delve a little bit deeper, one is going to be trying too hard to impress you. And that might include some deceit. And the other one is a match for you that's very content and comfortable. Do I have that right? Let's see. Am I reading that right? Nine of Wands in the reverse, 7 of Cups in the reverse, and the Page of Swords. This new attention is going to take you out of some sort of doldrums that you're in. It's going to spark, some energy for you. It's going to become very clear to you which one to go with. And it's going to be someone that speaks out, speaks the truth. The truth is very important. Someone who you'll feel like with the sun here, There'll be one that is just what makes you the most happy. And something about them, they will be very learned, and they will be very always that way, like wanting to learn new things, wanting to do new things. True leadership here. Sideways, we've got, this happens occasionally. Sideways, we've got the King of Wands. This is the one trying a little bit too hard. They have the goods. They can, be a King of Wands in the upright, but they just lack a little bit of the confidence. And I think they're going to step in their own messes because they're going to just try too hard and maybe tell some fibs a little bit along the way. And then I feel like one is definitely a King of Wands for you. 9 of Pentacles, that also comes out sideways. That's interesting. So one of them is going to truly be your path out of, I think you've done quite well, but it's your path out of being so independent, a true match for you, a true companion. And the other one is going to be maybe where you should just keep it as friends or keep it light and stay very independent. 5 of Swords. What's the 5 of Swords here? The one that tells you some fibs, trying to win you over, or pushing it too much, or maybe moving it along too fast. There's something about them being very wise, but they don't use their wisdom well. And something about the speed. Two of Swords out here, Page of Cups. And if you feel the push from somebody and it's uncomfortable, then you're being asked to, take control of that speed or slow it down or block it. Because it should be light and airy and enjoyable, this romantic journey. The one that admires you. But, they're both going to admire you. You're just going to have to watch for the one that seems true blue and the one that's trying too hard. I see that distinction. One's going to push for things too fast, and one's going to sit back and say, look, this is me. If I'm the fit, let it be. If not, pick what's good for you, or something. Being supportive like that, authentic that way. I feel like, I'm seeing the 3 of Cups on the floor. This is celebratory times here for you. More information on the one that is true blue happiness for our collective. Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is more of that energy of they're going to be really always wanting to learn and always, inspiring you to do new things. This is also passion projects, but a passion for them. Passion for, I'm also seeing the spiritual side of things. If it's this laid back kind of surfer energy, then they work on the third eye. They're very spiritual. And they could encourage that in you or teach you or get you interested in that, somehow inspire you in that way. The King of Pentacles, someone that's done very well. The Queen of Swords in the reverse, the 4 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. There's been someone very cold in your energy, and maybe that's someone you've dated or someone you grew up with. And then you dated people like that. That's similar to pile 1. But regardless, I feel like if that was in the past, this is mostly talking about the present. Someone very cold around you, detached. It might be this person trying too hard when you don't go in the direction of them and you seek out the true blue. The true blue has done very well for themselves too with this King of Pentacles energy. I feel like they'll be very loyal. And I feel like they are very discerning and almost picky about who they have picked romantically. So when they pick you, just know that they haven't dated much, and they've done that by design. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, come out of anything that binds you, and I feel like that's a pace. There's something about a pace that's going to go really fast here with one of them that just becomes uncomfortable and feels like almost restrictive. So you don't want to go that route. But I don't think either one of these is maybe the energy I feel that's detached and cold. That's somebody else around you, and I feel like you're just tolerating it because you don't know what true blue love feels like. And once you do, your toleration levels or your tolerant meter will be affected. And it should be. What else do we have? Final messages here. Yeah, the Lovers are here. Yep, that makes sense. Transformation is here. Yep. Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Temperance. Yeah, balance. Great balance. You've planted the seeds for this to come in, whether that's manifestations or, having your eye on somebody. Really wanting a balance, and I do see the balance, and I do see investing in yourself has created a certain balance within you that's going to in turn help you bring in someone who's also balanced, has your best interest at heart. Yeah, but I do see passion here too. It touches on it a little bit, not to say that it will be small, but just to say that it's going to be big. But primarily it comes about because of the sun and the happiness that you feel and the illumination that you feel with this new love. And I think that's interesting that the yellow and the yellow, the illumination here with pile 2. Okay, let's grab a charm for pile 2. We've got the tree. That's growth. That's ancestors. Could be ancestors bringing this person in. Could be they remind you of your ancestors or, certain qualities of people in your family. They remind you of that. Growth. Let's pull a card on that tree. So I feel like it's got a lot of messages here. What's the tree here? The tree charm. Everything comes full circle, I hear. Everything comes full circle. Something about your ancestors. Everything comes full circle. That'll mean something to somebody. 8 of Cups and the sun. That's interesting. It's sitting on the sun. I pull the sun. The charm sits on the sun as I pull the sun again. A lot of happiness here. Happy relationships in your ancestral line. This resembles them. Something about that. Some people have been happy. You've got the sun out here in the 8 of Cups. Some people in the ancestral line have been very happily matched. It's made the difference in their lives. Some people have walked away from love. It's made the difference in their lives. Something like that. Which are you? Yeah. And maybe that's something you've thought about. Which am I? 10 of Wands. Burdens. Maybe you've seen dating as a burden in the past. Maybe it has been a burden in the past. Maybe opening up your heart has been a burden in the past. But, the 10 of Wands it's acknowledging the burdens while also saying you're almost there. You're almost done. The burdens are almost over. And that could definitely fall with this read too, especially as the star comes out now. Excellent card. Yeah, your big wishes. And we did talk about that. The 8 of Swords. Being held back from your big wishes. But you've thought this through now. And maybe even with ancestral help. You're saying, yeah, I'm not going to be one of the ones that walks away. I'm going to be one of the ones who is truly happy in a relationship. Queen of Pentacles, get grounded. Stay grounded in the knowing of that it can be up to you whether you walk away from love or you have a very inspiring, authentic kind of connection with somebody that's, like I said, either way makes the difference in your life. Whether you walk away from love or you fully embrace it, it makes a difference in your life. Which are you? The Lovers out here again. Okay. I feel like you're the one saying, yeah, let's go for it. I want that in my life. Yes, I want that kind of happiness. Judgment. You'll make the call here. Yeah. Yeah, you'll make the call. Your ancestors have made their calls. They've lived their lives according to the calls that they've made. You'll make yours. And I feel like because it lands on the sun, the charm landed on the sun while we see the sun come in. That tells us the direction you're going to take. I think it's a good one. Let's grab one more charm. This is the dolphin. The two dolphins, they make a heart actually, and this is utter happiness, beautiful, melodic happiness with your one, your person. Lots of happiness with your person. Yeah, you make the choice. You make the choice. Thank you for joining me. And please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel. It helps the channel to grow. If you've resonated with this has helped you, I would really appreciate it. If you feel inclined, please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. And until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me today.